Once upon a time, there lived a terrible dragon named Barsidius, and he hated the kingdom of the dwarves. The good King Poos, to defend his people, called his finest knights to his side and sent them to kill the monster. The battle raged for weeks, but in the end, a lowly squire landed a fierce blow that struck the monster dead. As reward for their bravery, the king named them lords and gave them a vast kingdom over which to rule. They were the Lords of Minecraft. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gear 360 Plays Minecraft. In today's episode, I have something a little bit different. Welcome to Lords of Minecraft. That's right, Old Man Willikers put together this server with the other Buffalo Wizards, and I am going to be playing on here from time to time, building, managing my own plot and some builds that I have in store, and just generally having a good time. See if can get some friends on. I already have the ComputerBadger, who will be building on a plot fairly close to mine, so I thought I'd go ahead and kind of show you how I get started. Logged in last night and played for far longer than I really should have. Finally got it figured out, had a very nice fellow explain how to play the game to me, and big thanks to him. That was flute player, what was his name? Flute player, something. Here. One of the best things about this is you can keep track of your friends. Flute player Fred, very nice fellow. There you are, the infamous Vetches, who shows up in a lot of Rob's videos. So, when you first log on to the server, you wind up over here. You show up right about here, in front of this warp crystal, which you can buy things to warp to. And you have to wind up here in the marketplace. And this is the giant portal. Well, this is the warp portal that takes you to everywhere else in the entire server. But there are also shops around here. This is a completely different server. This is a survival server, but mostly it's for roleplay. So there are plots on the server, and if you want to buy a plot, you come over here to the real estate agent, and you right-click on this fellow hiding down there, and you get a plot farewell, plot greeting, and a plot lease. You take those blank plot leases and whatever amount of gold is required, and you take them to whichever plot you're interested in purchasing, and you purchase it. Simple as that. Then you come back to this general store here, where you can get whatever item you're interested in. Now, there are different sections of the server that you might want to build in. So when you buy in that certain section, you come to the specific vendor that you need. So, for instance, I and the ComputerBadger have both moved into the vineyard. So we would come and we'd talk to the vineyard fellow. Now, oddly enough, he doesn't actually have the purchasing window. For that, you have to go over here to the building merchant. And these are the specific blocks that you're allowed to build with in the vineyard. It's a little strange, you'd expect you'd be able to build with whatever, but it's kind of nice to make sure that, each different section of the server looks completely different from the others. Then, of course, there's also just the general goods. These items, the peasant tools, are very important for actually getting around on the server. The hoe, the pick, and the shovel, and I guess the axe too, are all necessary for not only building your house, but also for working. And I think I'll probably show you how the working thing works in another episode. But for now, I'm going to jump through the portal and take you on to my plot over in the vineyard. All right, so here we are at the plot hub. The portal hub. So when you go through the portal, it immediately teleports you up here. Watch your step. There are holes everywhere. And you can run through these all the way around. Well, what's good is, you get put right in the middle of your area. So I have a plot in the vineyard. Unfortunately, the the portal is a long way from my plot. So what I have to do is go through the portal, to the round table. And we go through here. And we show up in this very empty space. Well, it's empty now. In a month or so, they're going to have a castle here for the Lord Pause. Whenever you get on this main roads, by the way, you get this speed boost effect, which really helps you get around a lot faster. So if you get on this road from the round table area and hang your first right and run just a little bit further, you wind up here at my corner plot. I was very lucky to get this one. It's a little bit small, but I like it. Now, I've got some very big ideas for what I want to do with this place. What happened to my view settings? Hold on. Wrong one. Options, field. There's the problem. Oh, much better. There we go. So, this is the plot as it stands now. These are the four corners. Here, there, over there, and there. This is a fairly expensive plot because we live in a fairly nice section of the nation. Badger, ComputerBadger, has moved in over here. He's come along quite a bit further than I have. He's decided he's going to build I'll get on with him later and he can explain it himself, but he's got a bit of a parkour-themed restaurant going, which is interesting. But we'll get to that later, as I said. We'll go back to mine. Now, again, because this is a roleplay server, you can have a house. I think a lot of people here have a house. But more importantly, you have to have a reason to have a house. For instance, these people down here don't just have a house. They have a pizza restaurant. Round Table Pizza, as you can see in the chat window. So, it's a pizza place. You come in, they got a stage for, I guess, live bands and the like. The cool thing about this server is there's a plugin that allows you to set in any stair with a solid block underneath it. So that's useful. So the idea for my plot, I'm thinking, is I'll have like a nice roadside sidewalk, bistro, cafe sort of thing. And I want to have the actual main building basically run from like here out to maybe here, and then from here back to this wall, and then have everything up here just in this outer area be like a patio or a covered walkway, have some seating and stuff, and then I'll have a little apartment area, kind of apartment storage stuff upstairs as well. So that's my plan. We're going to see how this goes. I think there's a lot of fun times to be had and a lot of very entertaining, interesting things that we can do, and we're going to see how it goes. So if you're interested in this, please let me know, because I think this could be a lot of fun. Until next time, thanks guys. Take care.